downtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The 49er ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
57, Mike 57. Hey, let's get up.
From the 24, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. First 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43. Let's go.
Here's Jones on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
43. Mike's 43. Time to go night-night. 43 in the mic. Watch the back.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
43 in the mic.
Jones on first and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
The 6-yard line.
First and goal from the 6.
Check, 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 check. Check, check.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 43 in the mic.
From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A 28-yard gain.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
With no score.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw here. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. This is intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 35-yard line.
Jones now. Off play action. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The Niners.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Herb Smith Jr. Touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
38-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Carry.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'll give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 41.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
first and 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Kamara on the handoff.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On second down, Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Giants.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
now Jones on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off
second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones of the Giants. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Jones on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
57, Mike, 57. 57, Mike, 57. Here we go, let's bring it. Mike, 18. Bring it, let's bring it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
A gain of 3. It's
now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through.
Touchdown, Giants! Dante Pettis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Gano for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
To kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now left side on the swing pass. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Sam. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said.